Connecting with your real ambition. The real ambition is used to connect to the want because of the vision shared by you and your buyers of what the future can become. You are joined because they see that their ambitions are possible with you. An example of this is South African Airways. The hidden agenda was uncovered by this wonderful organization, had to do with a collective aspiration. But let's begin with the wonderful company in the first place, Herd Boys McCann. This amazing company was part of the region I had responsibility for while I was at McCann in Europe. Herd Boys is actually a name that was taken by the first black agency in South Africa. This wonderful group toiled for 2 years with no income because no company would give a black agency their account. But after some time, they began to win with some small assignments from large corporations targeted to the black community. They call themselves Herd Boys. Herd from a traditional Zulu pursuit of shepherding, and boys, co-opting the phrase they were called by apartheid-defending South Africans. They became part of McCann, and we merged their company with our existing Johannesburg office, putting these amazing people in charge. Can you imagine the raised eyebrows? Well, after some time gaining their footing, along came a golden opportunity. South African Airways would place its account in review, a competition across several fine agencies based in Johannesburg. It was in the first year of President Mandela's tenure, still a very sensitive time with the country still in flux and in turmoil. When I met the individuals who were pursuing the account, it was abundantly clear that their very fine presentation needed to represent and connect with a deeper and more meaningful desire on the part of the prospect. I asked a wonderful woman that was part of the company, Zizakele Zwane, or Za as she was known. I said, Za, I have good news and I have bad news. The good news is it's perfect. The bad news is it's perfect. I asked her, what did the airline mean to you, Za? And she immediately replied, it represents all we aspire to. It's the most visible symbol of our new nation. Well, I said to her, well then, Za, that's the hidden agenda that you need to present to. Well, as a consequence, the hidden agenda was uncovered. We want to be sure to do the right thing because the eyes of the world are upon us. Now, this was connected to by the real ambition of the Herd Boys McCann Erickson Company, which was a merger between this wonderful Herd Boys company and the existing McCann Erickson agency. The real ambition? Herd Boys' genuine reflection of South African unity and aspiration. So, targeted to the hidden agenda of the eyes of the world are upon us, the agency team in South Africa created a very simple piece. And Za, who led the team, described, we want to present to you a photo album. It's made up of a series of photographs taken from our families all over the country. And these photos were put into a small film set to a piece of music as a reflection of the spirit and desire and indeed the hidden agenda of South Africa, and by definition, South African Airways. The piece of music, Thula Matwana. This wonderful song was a lullaby that had been sung and still was sung to every young child all across the country, irrespective of race or origin. This moving piece was presented to a panel of 25 stern-looking government officials, and I can tell you the rest was history. It was later revealed that the officials, in their hearts, decided at that moment, the moment the piece of film was shown and its accompanying music, their choice was clear. In summary, the hidden agenda of the eyes of the world are upon us was made clear, and the decision made with the heart. Effectively, the group was told later that you summarized our collective aspirations. So looking at the WIN strategy summary, you can see here the Allen key with the real ambition being connected to the want. The hidden agenda, the eyes of the world are upon us. In post-apartheid South Africa, the importance and weight of the responsibility was the decision-making panel itself. The real ambition? Herd Boys, the first black South African agency in South Africa, was a symbol of the new South Africa themselves by virtue of their South African roots and inherent diversity. The pitch strategy statement: connect Herd Boys' genuine reflection of South African unity with the real ambition of a nation.